Today I'm going to be showing you 3 different ways on how to dice an onion. Before we get going, be sure to like the video down below. If you do happen to enjoy it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and let's get started. So first, for the traditional way. Now you can do this with a chef knife if you want. I prefer using it, but today for all intents and purposes, I'll show you how to do it with a paring knife. First, we're going to top and tail. That means we're going to take off the top and we're going to take off the tail. You don't always have to take off the tail. A lot of people don't. It does hold everything together, but if you cut it a certain way, it won't fall apart on you. So I'm going to take my paring knife in my hand. I'm going to choke the blade a little bit and I'm going to pinch it here. Why am I only giving myself this amount? Because if I do it here and I push in, especially if you're holding it in your hand, you can push through the onion and actually hurt yourself. You do it like this, where you choke the blade, and you just push in, it gives you a certain amount where it won't go any further. And that's a way of protecting yourself. Now we're just going to turn this, throw it into our little bin, and we're going to do the same with the tail. Voila. Now after you top and tail it, we're going to cut down the side, and we're just going to peel the skin off. This is something that my dad used to do all the time, and after so many years of doing it, I thought to myself, why am I doing it like this? There's a much faster way I'm doing it. Just started doing it the right way. Now normally with peeling an onion, you want to take off the top layer or the top 2 layers. They tend to be a little bad. And you also want to check to make sure that the center is not bad. We're going to cut this in half. This isn't going to fall off unless you actually peel it, so it's fine as is. I'm going to take my chef knife, hold it in my hand as such. I'm going to pinch here, and I'm just going to make some small incisions. Yes, always with the knuckles. So your 3 fingers in front, your thumb behind, and you want to go nice and slow. We're just going to be slicing equal slices. And in the beginning, when you're learning with a knife, you want to go slow, take your time. If you make these slices a little closer together, this is called bernoise. When we make the dice very, very, very small. Now, traditionally, with such a small onion, you may only make 1 incision here. The incisions, for me, don't really serve a purpose. It is still habit. I may do it sometimes. With a larger onion, you may make 3. This is the traditional method I'm doing it. So you would just cut into the onion as such, and then you're going to slice. Now, once you get down to the bottom piece, you can make some more slices as such, and just cut it. Not a big deal. And you're left with dice that you can use for sauteing, you can use for soups, stews, you can use for many things. Now for the second method. This is a lot faster, and for me, it's a lot easier as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top and tail. You can leave the bottom on if you want, but I'm just gonna take it off. Take off the top, take off the bottom, cut it in half. Now that we've cut it in half, it's actually a lot easier and faster to peel the layers instead of actually scoring it and then peeling back with the knife. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. Put my fingers as such, 3 knuckles in front and the thumb behind, and I'm going to slice. Take your time while you're cutting. Yeah, you don't want to rush it. Now, with the faster method, it's not necessary to slice into it because these are already strips. I mean, you already cut down to the bottom. So we're just going to slice sideways, and that's it. Now, one little tip. If you didn't happen to dice all your little onions and they're not separating on you, you can run your knife through it just to make sure that they're going to be small enough. Put the palm of your hand on your knife as such and start chopping. Now for the third method. This is more of Marco Pierre White's version on how to bernoise onions. You can use it for dice as well, it's not a problem. You're going to do the same, top and tail. We're going to peel it. We're just going to separate some of these layers. So once you're left with the shell, or you can even use the inner layers, you're going to turn it right side up as such, crush it. Now we're going to make some slices lengthways. We're just going to slice to the thickness that you want. You're going to take these, you're going to turn them, and you're going to slice again. And there you go. You have easy diced onions. So if the third method is a little easier for you, especially if you're new with learning on how to use a knife, it's probably the easier method. The second method is faster, and the first method, I should say, is the traditional way that I don't like using. I mean, you can do it, but no. So let me know down below your thoughts on all three methods, which one you prefer using at home in the house. And if you have any questions or comments, then let me know down below in the video as well. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, as well as hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future content. I post regularly and it would be a shame to miss any of these little educational videos. Be sure to check out this next video coming up here, and I will see you guys again soon. Until then, take care.